Welcome back to the channel. I am Melissa, this is Jessica, and this is Penny. Penny is with us. Thanks for coming back, or for, I have her wet nose in my mouth. Whether you've been here forever, whether you are brand new here, the most important thing for you to do is, if you like us, what you like what you see, if you find this information helpful, go ahead and like it, subscribe, find the bell and click it, and then leave a comment below on what you found to be most helpful. Well, okay, that's a good call to action. Yep. Today, we are going to be talking about 3 popular myths that absolutely need to be broken. By the way, we just finished a 3-day workshop. It was like back to school theme where we talked about how to navigate going from a flexible summer lifestyle, like with your kids home maybe, or whatever it is, back to your kids are back in school, everything is hectic, you're on a strict schedule. And so we just did a 3-day workshop teaching you exactly how to navigate that so that you don't gain those 10 pounds when your kids go back to school, so that you're able to actually stick to your diet, to your workout routine for good. Set yourself up really for success, like going into the holiday season, because what we always see is people will gain like 5 to 10 pounds during that transition out of summer and into like the fall. So how do you avoid doing that this year? The replays are completely free. If you want a replay, if you want to see all 3 videos, just comment below and we'll shoot those over to you. 3 myths that we found that need to be broken. And we have people in our community all the time, kind of like, we ask them like, what are the things that you've been taught like from the diet industry that you want to know if it's true or false? We just kind of picked these 3 at random, and we'll just tell you our thoughts. First one, you can't eat fruit, or you have to really like limit how much fruit that you eat because there's so much sugar in fruit and it will make you fat. This is one that we believed for so long. I wouldn't eat a banana for like years. Bananas like were the devil, and it was just like, oh my god, that's so much sugar in it. Like there's no way if you're on a diet you can eat a banana or really a lot of fruit at all, because it has so much sugar in it, like it's gonna make you fat. You think about keto, you think about any other of those like Atkins low carb diets, and that's one of the biggest things, that like you can't eat fruit. And for most people, especially like during the summertime, you enjoy fruit. And funny story, our very first client, the first client that we ever got when we started this whole endeavor, she reached out because she said, I saw that you guys eat fruit and I miss eating fruit and I just want to be able to eat fruit again. How are you guys eating fruit and losing weight? That was the one thing that was like, oh my god, I just want to eat fruit again. And to think that like you've cut that out for so many years, and why, right? Like, so I think the myth there is, okay, well, fruits are, you know, they're loaded with sugar and carbs. If you want to lose weight, you know, you need to cut fruits out of your diet because they're going to cause you to gain weight from all that sugar. So especially fruits like, you know, bananas and mango and pineapple and avocados, like you need to avoid them at all costs. So I think the thing, and it's just the same thing as like you need to cut out, you know, fats if you want to lose fat. You have to cut out carbs if you want to lose fat. And it's just like these arbitrary rules around food. You don't have to cut anything out in order to lose fat. And the reason that like so many people, like you see these things like floating around the internet and you're like, you associate, okay, now fruit is bad because I need to lose weight, so now fruit is bad, carbs are bad, fat is bad, dairy is bad. I don't know, like what else is out on the internet? Like as soon as there's something that like you see the diet industry say, you're like, okay, I can't eat that because I won't lose weight, or I'm gonna gain weight if I eat that. And it's just not true. Like food is part of life, and you should be able to eat anything and everything in moderation. Like we have an 80-20 rule with all of our clients. 80% of your, you know, food intake should be wholesome, nutritious foods. That includes fruit, right? Yeah, I mean, there is no one food that makes you fat, like Melissa said. Like fruit, it might be higher in sugar, but you also have to think about all of the micronutrients and antioxidants and all the other beneficial things that you're getting from fruit. Fiber. Yeah. Fiber. I was just thinking about it. And plus, like, who doesn't enjoy fruit? Like, you need to be able to enjoy the things that you're eating. So you absolutely should be incorporating fruits as well as vegetables and fats and carbs and all the other things into your diet. Myth number 2 is you shouldn't eat before you work out. I feel like the reason this is a myth is because, or anyways, the myth that I've learned is like you shouldn't eat before you work out, the same way that people are like you should do cardio fast. You should do cardio fasted. It's because if you eat before you work out, like you're not going to burn as many calories because your body's going to be burning off food that you just ate instead of like body fat. So definitely don't eat before you work out, and that just
couldn't be further from the truth. Like, you should definitely be eating a small meal before you work out.
It's energy, especially like, so you should be opting for a more carb heavy meal or snack before you go to work out, depending on what time of day it is. If it's in the morning, you can do something later. As long as you have something in your system, that is energy that your body is able to pull from to get you through the workout so that you have a strong workout. Otherwise, you're just kind of going through the motions because you have no energy because there's nothing in your body, right?
Yeah, exactly. And so that's kind of the difference if you're kind of looking at it, you're like, well, my body's not going to burn fat if I have food and it's going to use the food as energy, so I should not eat food, that way my body only burns fat. That's not how it works. If you think about going into like a really, really intense workout session, like a strength training session where you're lifting super heavy weights and you're expelling all this energy, your body is pulling energy essentially from your muscles in order to support and sustain that level of workout. If you're going in and you don't have any energy for your body to pull from, then yes, it's pulling that energy out of your muscles, and so you're not going to have a strong or effective workout, which means that what's the point of you actually working out? Like, you're just kind of wasting your time. So instead of looking at it that way, we need to look at it as, well, what are the things that I need in order to fuel my body to have a really strong workout? That way I can go with level 10 intensity, I can hit the heavier weights, I can push myself to the limit, and in that way I'm going to be having a more effective workout than someone who has no energy to even support the workout. So like you said, we usually recommend a small meal about 30 minutes to an hour before working out, depending on how well your body tolerates eating before working out. Usually a source of carbs and protein. One of my go-tos is cream of rice with some blueberries in it, protein powder, and a little bit of peanut butter or almond butter mixed in, or things like oatmeal, egg whites, raisins, a little bit of sugar-free syrup, that type of a thing.
Oh, look at you.
And a protein shake.
That sounds good.
I
usually have a half a bagel.
Protein shake,
something like that. That's just kind of quick and easy on the go.
Yep. And if you are someone who wakes up super early in the morning and you're just I cannot stomach anything, I wake up at 4 a.m. in order to work out so I can be home to shower and get to work, grab a banana out the door, grab
I would try to grab
cake.
even juice, Gatorade, something that has a little bit of sodium in it, something that has carbs in it, and you're just going to digest it really quickly. When you eat food and you're going to work out, your body's going to prioritize
deprioritizes digestion.
Exactly. So make sure you have something that's going to digest quickly, like a juice if you're up in the morning and going straight to the gym. Other than that,
quick carb source, banana, juice, some type of fruit, rice cake, anything that's fast digesting.
Myth number 3 for this round is I shouldn't eat past 8 p.m. or I'm going to gain weight.
Okay, well, I feel like this is something Dad always used to say.
Yeah, always.
Don't eat after 6 p.m.
Well, he would always say, I was in the best shape of my life and I would stop eating, past 6 p.m. at night, and just your body's just like a rock. And it's okay, Dad.
Like a rock.
Well, that's just absolutely not true.
Yeah, I think that the reason why people think that is okay, well, I eat all this food and then I just sit there and I don't have any opportunity to burn off the calories that I just ate.
You think that you're eating the food, going to sleep, and it's just turning to fat overnight in your body.
I can't burn it off, so it's just gonna move to fat. Yeah, and it doesn't work that way. So whether Hank told you this or anyone else in your life told you this, it's just not true, right? You can eat past 6 p.m. or 8 p.m. or 10 p.m. You can literally eat whenever the hell you want to eat. It's totally fine. At the end of the day, if you're trying to lose weight, again, being super reductionist, what I hate saying, but you simply need to be in a calorie deficit. Meal timing doesn't matter so much if you have a lot of weight to lose and you're trying to figure out I want to have a snack at 9 p.m. before I go to bed. Cool, have a snack. When it comes to weight loss, kind of more generic blanket statement, when it comes to weight loss, you don't need to stop eating before any certain time at night. You don't need to wait till a certain time in the morning to start eating. If it's a digestive issue where you're waking up in the morning and you have a lot of gas or you're bloated or whatever it is, maybe start to take a look at how late are you actually eating and then going to lay down, because digestion, again, when you sleep, is deprioritized. So that's why you might wake up in the morning and you have that really full water is sloshy feeling, or you feel, or you're not gassy, sleeping through the night.
Exactly.
You're waking up.
In that instance, yes, but when it comes to eating past a certain time, correlated with like this is why you can't
You're
lose
gaining
weight
weight,
or why
yeah.
you're gaining weight. It's just not true.
There's nothing wrong with eating a snack before you go to bed as long as it's fitting within your allotted like calories or macros for the day. I think again the problem is when people like sit down at the end of the night, a lot of times we kind of move into like emotional eating territory where like I'm doing it as a stress relief.
You can like
or whatever.
overeat just in that window.
Right. And so that's when people tend to like it's the end of the day and you start to unwind and de-stress. And so we move into more of like a overeating opportunity. So the key is if you do enjoy eating a little bit later, make sure you're practicing portion control and make sure like again that is part of like your structured nutrition. 3 myths debunked.
All right, bye.
All right.